How did you get started in selling shirts, and how did you get started with your brand?
I grew up skateboarding my whole life. So then me and all my friends were all like sponsored skaters, did contests, all that type of shit. We're all sponsored by these companies, but we all like rode for different skateboard teams. So I was like, why don't I just start something that all the homies could be on the same team? So what would be something that I could sponsor someone that wouldn't interfere with the other sponsors? And I thought skateboard hardware, which is just the bolts.
And then when did that transition into printing on shirts?
Right away. Because I actually had a special invention of bolts that never really ended up working, but it took me a couple years to get it to work. But during that 2 years, I started making shirts that just said diamond on it. I didn't really know graphic design back then, but I was just learning. So I had a couple different t-shirts, and my friends, because they were all pro skaters and shit, they were just wearing it in videos and magazines, and it like just the t-shirts and hats and everything started blowing up. So I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. I guess I could start making hoodies and like all this other stuff. And then I got distro in Japan. That was my first thing. I was selling at FTC Skate Shop in San Francisco. I was selling at Supreme in New York. What took me to the next level was I did it for 2 years in San Francisco out of my apartment. And then my friends that owned Girl Skateboards in LA called me one day and they're like, hey man, this shit's like crazy. Everyone's wearing your tees out here. Can we distribute it for you? Fuck, dude. Like I literally packed up my house that night and got a U-Haul and drove to LA.
That's crazy.